Howdy folks, it's Mama B and we're going to finish up our project today. So this is kind of where I left you with it, but let's see what I did. This is a single crochet. I've got 3 in each one of my rows there, in each section. The little netting things. I've got 3 single crochets all along there. So there'll be 3 in this section, 3 in this section, 3, 3. You get the idea. And I just did it straight across there and then right across the top. You can see a little clearer through here. There's 3 single crochets and then 3 again, 3 again. And the way that I did that, it just kind of separates it and makes it look nice, gives it a little texture, a little bit of 3D look. And then what I'm going to turn this into, I decided is going to be a little handbag. So now all I have is the back part to finish off and add the strap. So I've got my yarn and I'm going to just do a quick slip knot, give a little tail so you can tuck that in and give it a good strong. The problem if you do these tails too short is that they have a tendency to pull out and then you have a bunch of ends sticking out. Okay, so then I'm going to go into the blue, do a slip stitch. I think what I want to do is I'm going to do a foundationless crochet, and I'm going to do it so that I can just guarantee the size and stretch that I want. The foundationless is a lot easier to crochet into than a chain from either side, but also it's a little bit more flexible, so it gives you a little bit more give and you don't have that hard tight edge. It is a little bit harder, a little less flowing to do, but not by much, than a regular chain. And so it kind of, it can be a little bit frustrating. But once you get it, and it's not a big deal. And it's so much nicer to work with than a chain. So we're going to put a little sacrifice and time in this beginning part. This is just going to be a cute little handbag for, like, it'll hold a wallet and maybe a lipstick or something simple like that. It won't hold a whole lot because it's not going to be very big. But little girls love them. Alright, let's just check here. So I can do it like that. I think I want to give it a little bit more room. That's got a lot of stretch. That's going to open up nicely. So I'm just going to link it off here at the other end. And that way it's going to be simple. I can just crochet back and forth all the way back down, decrease as I get to the curve at the bottom. That's going to be a lot easier than trying to figure everything else out. So here we go. Okay, I'm getting closer to the bottom, so now I'm going to want to start decreasing. So I've been doing double crochets. Sometimes they're not the greatest because they have a little more holes, but I think this is going to be fine. And decrease here. Grab that one, do a slip stitch. I like to do slip stitches on the edge there. It leaves it for a nicer seam, I think. And then we're going to crochet in a little bit on these sides this time for the next decrease rows, or decrease stitches. So think about there's a good place for a decrease. in another decrease. A couple more crochets and another decrease. Decrease, you drop off 2 and start your next stitch, drop off 3 and finish it off. Then it fills it in, but still makes 2 go back into 1, represent 1 stitch. So, and you can find my other video that shows you the decrease, how to decrease. A couple of slip stitches. And see, we're coming down to the bottom of this bag. Another way you can do is start across the bottom and increase. So you've got all kinds of options of how to do this. Throw in another decrease here. You can see we're decreasing quite a few stitches as we go. Another decrease here. Another decrease here. And a slip stitch. See, that's starting to pull in, and it'll cut. We'll just keep going across till we can fill in that bottom, and then we'll just do a single stitch across the bottom to finish that off. And we'll catch both sides in our single crochet. Think this decrease there. Yeah, I cheated there, sorry. Do another decrease here. We're getting really close to the bottom. I'm going to decrease that last one. How's that laying? See, it's getting really close. I think I can do one more row and see how that lays. It's kind of at the bottom now. Well, let's see. You know what? I think I'm just going to do a single crochet right across the bottom here. It'll make a little bit of a seam. And actually I'm doing a slip stitch because it's going to make a seam, and that'll be a little bit tighter. Ooh, what do you think, folks? This is pretty simple. It's going to be cute, creative, and nobody else in the whole wide world will have a handbag exactly like it. Because even if you follow along and do the exact same thing, there's going to be things that are different, I guarantee. That's also what makes it so neat. Alright, catch that last stitch. I want it to be a little bit better than that, so there we go. Seemed like it barely got it. So there's a more solid catch. And I'm going to do slip stitch for a knot. And then we're just going to snip that. Okay, I'll tuck in that end. And look at that. We have a little handbag. From the front, it looks like this, and from the back, it looks like this. It'll fit a wallet, some lipstick, or you know, whatever else you think is important, maybe your keys. And then I'm going to put on a strap. I think that will do it for now. Okay, now I'm just going to add the strap. So I'll make my slip stitch. And remember, you can do this any colors you want. It doesn't have to match the back of your handbag. It doesn't have to match, you know, you can say, well, I like this gold color, or, you know, whatever part you want. You can make your straps wider or thinner. So I just started there, but I think on my way back around, I'm going to go a little further into the blue because I want a wider strap, and I don't want to have it all in the back part, so keep that in mind. You want balance there. I don't want to skip that knot or that stitch. Alright, this is going to be good. See, I'm working that end right in. And they're nice if you can get them worked in early. You can do single crochet straps, or you can do double crochet. For the sake of time, I'm doing a double crochet strap. You can do it long, you can do it short. Alright, so we got this nice long strap, and now we're just going to stitch it with a single crochet onto the other half of, or the other side of the purse. I'm just going to work our way right back across with a slip stitch. Get it cinched down nice and tight. Secure. You don't want to lose your handbag while you're busy doing things out on the town. And there's a few ways you can do this too. You can use a needle and a thread, or you just cut it off, give you a long tail, and stitch it on with a needle. So those are a few options. Or you can just do this little single crochet or slip stitch like I'm doing, and then just tie it off. Of course, get your scissors, snip it, and then your needle, and tuck that end in. So I'm not going to bore you with the tucking in the ends part. I'll just do that here in a minute, but there you go. Look at how nice that looks. So there we have it. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this little project. We'll see you next time with another project. Thanks so much for watching our videos, and have a fantastic day.